you're a fan of roguelikes, then Ancient Dungeon may just be up your alley. Ancient Dungeon is a voxel-style dungeon crawler with very nostalgic roots. The art style is pretty and cute while also being quite dark and ominous. If you're not familiar with the roguelike genre, it basically means that it's usually a dungeon crawl through game with procedurally generated levels and a permanent death of your character. Which means once you die, you lose everything and have to start again. But all the levels have completely changed.
No!
This game though defines itself as a roguelite, which means it's basically a roguelike but has at least one progression element that persists after failure. The premise of this game is that the legend of the Ancient Dungeon has a reputation of brimming with wealth but has an ever-shifting labyrinth of corridors and caverns. And they have put out a call for brave adventurers to enter and perhaps escape with all the fame and fortune. Which is where you come in. Loading up the game, you start up in this outside starting area. You then meet the acolyte who is taking notes on your dungeon attempts to help learn more about the dungeon and gain new insight. On the walls behind him, you can see the milestones you can unlock in your playthrough, journal pages discovered, items collected, and new areas that you unlocked. There's also a blacksmith that you can supposedly unlock later, and then the entry to the cave. When entering the cave, you have the option of future unlockables like a crossbow and harder difficulties, but once entered into the cave, you are equipped with your sword and dagger. You can equip and throw your knife with the trigger, or use your sword to use swiping attacks. This game also has B haptics support, so enemy attacks make the suit vibrate, which is always a bit of fun.
Oh, yes it is, it's vibrating.
The cool thing about this game though is that almost everything is destructible, from the crates, to the pots, to the bookcases, and even the vines and lights. And this game definitely has a level of polish to it. Everything just feels good. I found myself destroying objects just for the fun of it. Exploring the dungeon, you'll come across various enemy types, the skeletons, there's venom-spitting flowers, flying bats, and even slime.
Stay back, green glob.
You gotta be careful of arrow shooting walls though, because they got me quite a few times. Throughout the levels, you can discover keys that will unlock new areas, but what's behind the doors is pretty random and all part of the fun. I once came across what I assumed was an item shop where I could pay to heal up or purchase new items, but I was unfortunately too curious and tried killing the shop owner, which did not end well for me. Throughout the levels, you can find various power-ups or items. I unlocked one item that gave me better melee damage.
Dueling gloves significantly increases weapon damage against undamaged enemies.
So spending your time exploring instead of going straight to the progress points definitely has its benefits. To progress through though, you essentially have to find the boss room, which for me was behind a secret doorway.
Oh, yes it is, it's vibrating. Whoa.
The first boss is against the king slime, which kind of just looks like a giant poop.
Boss fight, oh my gosh, it's a giant poop.
Who drops little baby poops that attack you.
Got baby poop. Oh dear, stay back. Where's my health at? 1 health. Woo! You can store objects in your wrist slots. Eat it. Oh, and I regenerated my health. Yeah.
But once defeating King Slime, you can then progress to the next area, which is the Infested Dungeon. You can choose to save and quit your progress here or keep going. This dungeon also has quite a different art style, enemies, and music. And on that note, the music and sound effects in this game is really top notch. It really helps add to the polish and immersion of this game.
Oh dear, what's my health at? Oh, I'm so low in health. Oh, I'm dead. No!
After dying, you unlock some insight points which can then be used to spend on various research topics to improve your playthroughs. I didn't play through enough of the time to unlock elements that cross over through playthroughs, but I'm eager to keep playing this game to unlock them. I'm generally not a fan of roguelikes. I find losing progress all the time to be a little bit too demotivating, but I did thoroughly enjoy this game. I think it's cute and friendly enough for younger gamers, while also being nostalgic and challenging enough for older players. I'm really glad I checked this game out. It's been on my list for a while now, but I finally checked it out and absolutely loved it, so wanted to make a whole video about it. And I played it on the Quest because that's where it's just come out, and it ran really well on the Quest. It's also available on Steam if you want to check it out there, and I really love that they've added native haptic support as well, because I love any game that allows me to use my haptic vest. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and let me know what other games I should check out next in the comments. See you later.
It deals huge amounts. Oh, it's a poo! What the? Oh no. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Throw! Oh, dear God. I think that was wasted.